what did you guys determine as your answer? What did you guys say? Trace evidence. Trace evidence. Trace evidence. Trace evidence. Alright, so the word trace does mean small amounts of evidence that they find at a crime scene. So that is what our lab is going to consist of today. So we have our little mascot. We'll talk more about the lab when we get our lab papers out. But our mascot does have trace evidence. So let me go ahead and pass out the lab sheets. And then we'll get started. Going over the lab, your lab groups are posted. Can everyone see that? Okay, so your lab groups are posted. So let's go ahead and get with our group partner. If your partner isn't here, just come stand by me and I'll pair you up. So go ahead and move and go with your lab partner. Partner isn't here, just come stand by me. There's 15 groups. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so you two are going to work together so you can go ahead and sit at table 1. Alright, now I need one person from each lab group at table 1 to go get a microscope. I'm going to turn the lights down. Alright, table 2, one person from each lab group, get a microscope. Go ahead and plug them in. Take the microscope covers off. Make sure the lamp works. Alright, table 3. One person from each lab group get a microscope.
Excuse me, teachers. I need the following students to come to the library at this time. Eric Ziegler, Kylie Hall, and Michelle Carver. Come to the library, please.
Was you the only 3 that came in? Alright. Table 4. One person
Kelly Sammons, report to the library, please. Sarah Wheeler, come to the office, please.
Alright, and table 5, one person from each lab group get your microscope. Fine. That's okay. One of them did. And there's one missing, and that's because I have it up here. I'm going to demonstrate to you guys, so if your group happens to be the one without the microscope, I'll pass it off to you when we're finished. Alright. So the first thing we're going to talk about first, before we start, is how to properly use a microscope. And I know I have all of you guys in integrated A and B. So you guys know how to use it, should know how to use it, because we've used it a couple times. But just to go over it, so make sure the arm, can everyone see? This is the arm facing you, so that when you view it, it's easy to manipulate the adjustment knobs. Got it? Okay, this top adjustment, just kind of examine it, make sure we know what we're doing. The coarse adjustment is that top knob. It's going to move your stage, which is here, up and down. Okay? The fine adjustment knob is just below it. Everyone see it? Some of yours, I think, Jeremiah, your group isn't going to have a fine adjustment knob. It's because it's an older model microscope. So the fine adjustment knob's there. Okay? You have your objective lenses. It's on a rotating nose piece. So we're going to start with every slide that we view. We're going to start on the lowest objective, which is the shortest one. Okay? Then we're going to move to medium and high. You may only need to use low and medium to get your observations. But do not, if you are going to use the high objective, one thing I'll warn you about, do not use this course adjustment knob on the high, because it will crush the microscope, or the slide, okay? So I'll go ahead and pass this off to you guys. If you have any questions throughout, just raise your hand. Alright. Which group was it? You guys? Alright. So first of all, our I can statement is over here. So I can carry out a lab using the scientific method. So we've learned about the scientific method, we know the steps. So today we're going to use it and we're going to solve the crime. Okay? So let me kind of introduce you to the crime. I'm going to scoot this back so you can see the mascot. Hopefully I won't spill any more mashed potatoes on the floor. Alright, so here's our mascot. So here's our intro. So you and your partner, you guys are a scholastic secret agents. So you guys can give yourself a team name if you want. So mysteriously, your school's mascot costume disappeared from your school's locker room last night. This morning it was returned to its rightful spot, and we have it here, still has its evidence. Okay, there are 6 students who dress up as the mascot on rotation at sporting events. They were all in the locker room the day the costume disappeared. They have provided a detailed account of what they did after leaving the locker room. It is your job to determine who done it. So we have samples of evidence from each suspect, and we'll read their alibis in just a second. Your job, you're going to get these. I've prepared enough slides that each table can have one of each, except, I think it was number 5. So you guys are going to have to trade off. There's only 3, and there's 5 tables, so you guys are going to have to trade off once you're finished, okay? Alright, so go ahead and look at your data sheet. I'm actually going to give you what each one of these substances are, and you'll notice they're sitting back here. Alright, so we have a little change to make to the substances because some of them were hard to get, so we kind of improvised. Alright, so instead of sand, mark that out and it's mashed potato, instant mashed potatoes. And that's going to be represented by slide 1. So go ahead and put a number 1 out beside of it. All these slides are numbered so you know which substance you're looking at. Okay? Second one. Instead of garlic powder, we have baking soda. And it's on slide 3. So put a 3 beside that. Okay, flour stays the same. It's on slide 5. Sugar is slide 6. Okay, instead of baby powder, it's just body powder. And that's slide 4. And the last one is salt on slide 2. So put a 2 beside it. That way you know what you're looking at. Alright, so now I'm going to read each suspect's alibi, and you can write their name out beside their evidence, okay? That way you can match it with the correct person. Alright, person A, suspect A, is Lucy. Lucy was planning to make dinner for her girlfriends at her house for her friends after practicing her routine as the mascot. She ran home to make dinner. Unfortunately, she didn't have time to make mashed potatoes from scratch, so she had to use instant. So put Lucy's name beside her evidence. Which would be what? Instant mashed potatoes or mashed potato flakes. Okay? Person 2, suspect 2. Jim works part-time at a restaurant after school. He often helps out in the kitchen. He's known for his delicious cakes. His secret ingredient is adding an extra teaspoon of baking soda. So that was Jim. So put his name next to the baking soda. Suspect 3 is Alan. Alan went home to help prepare for his grandmother's 70th birthday. He and his brother decided to bake a red velvet cake with delicious cream cheese frosting. They had so much fun, they were covered in flour by the time they were done. That was Alan. We have have 3 more. Karen. Karen went out to a movie with her best friend. They loved stopping at the snack bar before finding their seats. They order a large drink to share and buttered popcorn sprinkled with cinnamon and sugar. So that one is Karen. Alright, next person is Jenny. Jenny has had a rash for several days that itches, makes me want to scratch mine. That itches and makes her irritated. Her mother recommended she use body powder to eliminate the itching and irritation. And the last one is Helen. Helen and her family went to a local restaurant for her parents' anniversary. Her little sister loves to play with the salt shakers at the table. She dropped the salt shaker and it broke. Helen was embarrassed, so she quickly cleaned the mess and threw the evidence away in the garbage. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, if you look at, if you look at your lab sheet, you'll notice the first thing you need to do before you even put it under the microscope is to write down physical evidence just by looking at it with your naked eye. So what is the color, what does it look like, how many particles are there, that kind of thing. Then, you're going to put it on the slide. Guys, go ahead and power them on. Turn the lights on so that we know they're working. Alright, you're going to place it on the stage, secure the stage clips, okay, hold it in place so it's not moving around. You're going to focus it first on the low objective and then move to medium once you get it focused, okay? Good so far? Okay, and then in the second little column in this table, you're just going to draw a picture of what it looks like under the microscope. You can draw it either on medium or low objective. Got it? So I'm going to see a couple people from table 1 come and get your slides. So each table gets 1 slide of each substance. 3. Need more help? 5. I think that's good. All right, we've got them all. All right, table 2. Got 3. Got them all. All right, they've got all of them. Are you table 3 or 2? All right, table 3. You guys are sharing these. Don't start until everyone gets their slides, please. All right, table 4. Now, table 4 and 5, you're going to have to wait on tables 1 through 3 to get done with slide 5 because we don't have extra. That's all of it. And then table 5. Same thing for you guys. Good? Alright. Now that everybody has their slides, go ahead and look at the slide first. Write down any observations about the slide, and put it on the microscope to look at it. Once your table gets finished, pay attention, this is important. Alright, once your table gets finished, there's a couple things I need to mention. Once your table gets finished, there's slides up here and tape. You have to get the evidence from the mascot and take it back. And if you look at the back of, everyone go ahead and turn the lab sheet over. Look at the back. You're going to make observations about the mystery residue and look at it under the microscope and then match it up with the other 6 evidence pieces of evidence. Got it? And then I've listed some group jobs and rules. So let's not talk amongst other tables, so keep the talking at your table group. Make sure you're using the microscope correctly. You're only looking at the slides under the microscope, okay? You're going to take turns with your partner. So they're going to look at the slide, you record your observations, and then trade off with your partner so they can do the same, because everybody has to have their own data sheet, okay? And then after it's all complete, we're going to return the microscopes back when we're done, okay? All right, go ahead and get started. If you need help or have any questions, raise your hand. Yep.
This doesn't have a number on it.
No, it doesn't. It should. If you hold it up to the light. I'll write number 3 on it.
Here, try.
Alright, let me write it. This one, the number we're on this one, I don't have to write. Because it was number 5 that we have to share with the other groups, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to choose
This is 3, 2, 3. Make sure it's made. No, it is. Making sure it's number 3. Yes. No, you don't have to. It means like, is the particle small and fine, or are they bigger? It's like the mashed potato flakes are bigger particles. The salt and the sugar are going to be smaller, finer grains.
This is sugar, so it's baking soda.
Remember, make sure you're writing down observations.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. There's 2. You flip it.
Oh, okay, there we go.
We're supposed to draw it underneath.
Be careful on some of these because they do get hot enough to, if you touch.
I thought she said you could draw it under both. No, well, it's what's the same thing? It's from the little TV. Go ahead and go to the next one. The fuzzy thing.
You can look. That's one of my things.
Or you just don't see
What if
anything.
you should observe it?
You got it?
Wait, what? Yeah, that's fine.
Just a bunch of prisms. We got a job to. Prisms, if you will.
Yeah, if some of you are having trouble, if you're not getting enough light through, there is a little iris diaphragm that if you spin it, it makes more light through the viewing area. Like it's underneath, see, it slides. Go underneath. It lets more light in.
What are you talking about?
Like underneath. It rotates, so it lets more light in, less light.
Oh, so that would help a lot.
You didn't know that?
So that just like lets water?
Yep.
It's water.
Yes. Strong.
It's water. Wait, salt. Which one is this? Salt. Okay, fit me more in a little circle. So, the one with little cubes.
That's going to use your fine adjustment. It's just going to make the image clearer. You don't have to close one eye when you do the lens because it makes your eyes the one that you have open straight. So it's hard to. I always. Make sure once you're finished, you're trading off with other people at your table. And when one table that has a slide number 5, once you're finished, if you'll raise your hand, I'll take it to tables 4 and 5.
Literally so bad.
Hey Cole, can you pass this one back for us, please? 5, 6, 4, 2. This one is number 4.
Can you see that one better now?
Yeah.
Stop.
What
number?
3, 2.
2. Yep.
2, yeah.
So that is the salt. And that one looks cool.
I think the salt is the coolest looking.
Yeah. That's crystal instruction.
Yeah.
Is that one?
Do you all have
Jacob, is
fun?
that on?
The smallest one? Yeah.
Okay. Move to the other one. Once you get focused. That's it.
This is cool.
And if you use the fine adjustment, make it. See it better now?
Yeah. It's like transparent to the middle, so look.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Do you guys have 1 or 3?
1 or 3 that they're finished.
I have a 3. Oh, we have it.
There's a 5.
Get it? We have to describe it. Get that one. This one's number 5. We haven't done 5 yet. It's scary.
Because number 5 is the one that we didn't have enough for every table. Are you guys finished with number 5? No. Alright. Ready? Have we done 2?
Maybe it's 4.
Put them here. You want to put number 5 in there?
This one, Josh.
Yeah. Once your group's finished, one person from your group can come up here, get their slide, and get their evidence from the mascot. Guys, remember, only talk to those at your table.
Which one's in there?
I can get it.
Number 5?
Okay, you can get it. They are? You guys are? Awesome. Thank you. Have you done number 5? Slide 5. Okay.
I think the agitators are alive.
Think so? Hey, they've been sitting overnight. Some type of something could have gone on in the past. So we need to get some. Guys, another thing too, really quick. Shh. Guys, another thing. Only 2 groups max getting trace evidence. Okay? If there's 2 groups already out, wait until someone sits down and you guys can go up. You'll redraw it right here. Yep, on the back. Drawing the mystery residue, it's on the back. You need a number 5. Here's number 5. Did you guys get a number 5 too? I think that's what I'll do. Cool. You had a 2. Here's 2. Are you guys finished? Alright. When they sit down, you guys go in and get it. You just take the tape, place it on the residue, hold it, put it on the slide. That's fine. Hold the slide for her so she can remove the evidence. Wait till one of them sit down and then you guys can finish.
Now, that was good. That was
A little bit on the tape, it's fine. You should be able to see it. What did you say to do, Ms. Logan? Is this a 6? Sit there and answer. All right, if your group is completely finished with the mystery residue, you can answer. There's like a little application question, number 4. So you're going to play detective again and determine from their alibi who committed the crime. Okay? Answer. Alan's alibi? Alright. Someone needs Alan's alibi repeated, so pay attention.
birthday party and made a rainbow cake.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
I wrote it down.
Alan went home to prepare for his grandmother's 70th birthday. He and his brother decided to bake a red velvet cake with a delicious cream cheese frosting. They had so much fun, they were covered in flour. By the time they were done. Does anybody need any of the suspects' alibis repeated? Jenny? Jenny has a rash for several days that itches and makes her irritated. Her mother recommended she use body powder to eliminate the itching and irritation. Anybody else? Once you guys are finished, answer the question number 4. Got it? Get it? I guess. If that's what you think.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be, man, that just, well, actually, read it again. So it has to be not that she took it deep by the rash, she had to have the rash prior to taking it. So there has to be a reason that she took it. So it has to be.
Because she had
So which alibi?
the body powder, yeah, matched.
And because her alibi said that she just had a rash, it didn't say where she was at. So she basically stole it.
Alright, take them out. Alright. I'm going to bring up the timer. We're going to take about 8 more minutes to finish up. Alright, answer question 4. Have a reason that your suspect committed the crime. Okay? And then we're going to talk about it. So 8 minutes. You have to use the evidence it gives you. You can't make up something. You can only use what is given. Yeah. Who is? Who is it? Why? You got me.
Who gets vanilla today?
You came up with that just seriously. Kind of agree. Man, like,
We need to show
alright, face it. Here's the slide. Okay.
Josh is like, what's
Alright, you got about 5 more minutes. Yes. Hey, if you're finished with your microscopes, use the course adjustment, put the stage all the way down, put it on the lowest objective, and put your cover on it, and unplug it, and turn the light off. Okay? And one person from table one person from each group, you can put your microscopes away. If you're still working, continue to work. Yes.
You use yours for the demonstration, so you
I guess.
want it back.
Well, no, just go ahead and put, here's the cover, and you can put it away. So table one, you guys can go ahead. Make sure you carry it by the arm and under the base, bottom, to carry it properly. We don't break them. Just a minute. Alright, table two, one person. It's just gonna revolve, so in case you're looking at it the other way, you're like, hey, look at this. You said, move this part, then just over the microscope. Alright, table three. Be careful. Does yours not have a cover on it? Oh. Table four. All right, table five. Okay. All right. Now, just go ahead and one person from each table collect all the slides with evidence and bring those to me. Just one person. Yes, including trace evidence. Yeah, just lay on this. There we go. One person, thank you. Is that all the evidence and the microscope put away? All right. So now, turn your paper over. You're going to see who committed the crime. remove the crime. Close the center of the, make sure the center's closed up. Alright. So, raise your hand. First of all, what do you think the mystery residue was on the mascot? Raise your hand. Haley. Flour. Any other ideas? Emily? Flour? Baking soda? Body powder. Alright, let's take a vote. So who do we think took the costume? Let me get their names again so I don't mispronounce. Alright, who thinks it was Lucy? Raise your hand. Okay, what about Jim? Jim? What about Alan? Aaron? Aaron? Jenny? Okay, and Helen. Hi. So the mystery residue was body powder. So that means that Jenny took the mascot costume. So if Jenny took the costume, let's read her alibi again. Let me find it. Okay, Jenny, she's the one that had the rash for several days that itches and makes her irritated. Her mother recommended she use body powder to eliminate the itching and irritation. So if that's her alibi, based on that alibi, why do you think she would have took the costume? Caitlin?
Why? I think the costume
Okay, so you think the costume caused the rash. She took it out of spot. That's good.
So what I said was, I think that Jenny was getting jealous of her, like also wearing the costume. So she stole it, but when she did it, she left body powder on her face and she put it on her rash.
Okay, so she already had the body powder on her. She took it because she was tired of rotating. So you thought she wanted to be the only one that was the mascot. All right, Chloe. Okay, so who thinks that's a good idea? Alright, so that's the answer they have provided. I think that is a good theory. So the fact that it smelled bad could have ultimately also led to, like Caitlin said, that it caused her rash, right? So her skin was irritated, itchy, so she had to rotate. So multiple people, 6 people total, were using the same mascot. You know, they have to get sweaty in there. They're at sporting events. It's crowded. Right. That could be the other reason that she wanted to be the only mascot. Very good. All right. Now, number 4 said play the detective and solve this mystery. So a man was found dead on a Sunday morning. A detective questioned the wife and staff and took down their alibis. So the wife said she was in bed reading a book. The chef said he was cooking breakfast. The gardener said he was planting seeds. The maid said she was getting the mail. And the butler said he was polishing the silver. So based on those alibis, the police claimed it was a murder and instantly arrested the suspect. So who did it and how did the police know? Hallie?
It was the maid.
The maid?
Mel doesn't run on Sunday.
Mel doesn't run on Sunday. Did anyone else catch that? Who said it was the maid? You didn't catch that? So the maid was getting the mail. It was Sunday. What was your idea? What was your theory?
The butler, because he was polishing the silver to get the blood off because he didn't.
There you go. So she thought the butler was polishing the silver to get rid of evidence. What did you guys?
I thought the maid, but I thought they gotta say the dice. You just said the body sounds.
Okay.
But it also didn't say he did.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Any other ideas? I want to hear your ideas. Brooklyn?
It could have been the chef.
Okay. And he had easy access to weapons like knives and other. Okay. There you go. Any other ideas? Jake?
So like even though we said like the post thing, another reason she said she was getting mail, like it's kind of secluded because they were all with other people and like no one has, well not a lot of people have their mail right in front of their house, so usually have to walk to get it. So
There you go. That could be another idea. Alright, very good. Alright, so make sure your name is on your data sheet. Yes.
So what's the name?
It was the maid, and it was because the mail doesn't run on Sunday. So I'm glad that some of you caught that, and all the others had really good theories of why they chose the person they
You know,
did.
honestly, I'm highlighting it.
Alright, put your papers in the center of your table, and I'll come around and collect those. Now, did everyone, after we said who it was, kind of let I didn't think about it when I was reading it. Alright. Now, if you had your composition notebook, you need to put it away. One person at each table. May do that now. Miss Logan. Yes.
What if they forgot to do the mail on Saturday and they were just getting it on Sunday?
There you go. Did you hear Izzy's thought? Izzy said, guys, Izzy said, what if the maid just forgot to get the mail Saturday? It was good on Sunday. So it could have been a legitimate, Brooklyn said that. But it could have been a legitimate alibi.
Because, like, you don't necessarily have to check the mail.
It could have been any of them. There you go.
If you were me, then your whole mailbox is full of like past due bills.
This may be
If you avoid checking the mail.
This may be weird, but have you ever thought about someone who goes into forensics and stuff? Don't you ever think that if they work for like Smithsonian or something, couldn't they turn and start killing people, but where they're working good with phones and they know how that other people act, couldn't they just hide it?
So you think people who know
Know how to work with
yeah, how it works.
Why do they turn and hide their evidence?
TV shows and everything, like how the police find out.
Guys, pay attention. Huh? Say it again.
They make forensic calls, but that shows like how the police catch the criminals.
So you think people are watching forensic files to learn what not to do?
Yeah.
Guys,
There's a serial killer on the show called Bones named Gallant. And he Gallant on the show called Bones.
Okay.
I know it's weird, but it's my favorite serial killer. But anyway, he exposed the bodies on purpose to send a message, like in like flowers and stuff.
they say that a lot of serial killers, they want that publicity.
What's the other
serial
thing?
killer that we researched? They put theirs in a library.
So they kept a collection of all the
Yeah, say like if they killed someone, they write a letter, put it in a library book, and someone found it.
The only thing that Jessica said about like blind and there's like another one or something. I don't know his name. But with blind, what he did is he was I don't know what he did. He's insane and smart, but he had connections everywhere. So and then he had like wasn't he already blind and then he got released from the naval bracelet? Yeah, he had the naval bracelet and then he like kept them from getting his body and it was really
You could listen through alarm clocks and microwaves and everything.
Alright, so tomorrow we're going to, we'll probably finish up our virtual labs, our CSI labs, and we'll go over those, okay?
Did you take those up?
No, I didn't take those up, you guys should still have those, but that's what we'll do tomorrow. So who thought, did you guys like this lab? Was it fun?
Yeah.
Alright. So we'll probably start, after spring break, we'll start talking about different types of evidence. So we talked about trace evidence, and then we're going to talk about fingerprinting, and we'll do some activities with it, and then we'll get hair and some fiber evidence. Sound good? Alright.